Hello and welcome to NDTV Auto. What I have with me today is real special. It is the latest EV from Audi Q6. What's special about it is it's based on a completely new platform, PPE, Premium Platform Electric. This platform Audi has developed for their electric vehicles and it has a lot to offer. Company says the new platform PPE helps Audi Q6 Etron achieve 30% less energy consumption with 33% better system performance. With the Q6, Audi is also introducing its electronic architecture E3 1.2, which allows customers to experience digitalization directly in the vehicle, making Audi Q6 Etron a truly tech marvel. So here it is, all that you need to know about Q6 Etron. Audi Q6 Etron is the upcoming EV from Audi stable and is expected to come to Indian shores by the end of this year. International launch is expected in second half of this year. It is a 4.7-meter SUV which will occupy the space between Q4 and Q8 Etron. It will come in two variants, Q6 Etron Quattro and the more powerful SQ6 Etron. What we have today with us is the S variant. What I want to show you, the first in the look of Audi Q6 are these DRLs. They are matrix LED DRLs with active signature. That means you can change the pattern that gets projected from these DRLs and they also move while the car is on the move. That means you can actually have an active DRL. The rear view mirror of the car driving in front of you is going to be actually very interesting. You can play with the signature DRLs and opt from several options via the My Audi Connect app. And I believe this feature is the highlight of Audi's upcoming baby. Up front is the grille. Now what I want to show you is this single frame grille. Audi is calling it inverted single frame grille and it looks very interesting. It's all closed off but looks very nice with these piano black inserts given here, and then we have seen these very flattish Audi logo in other products, but here there is a little bit of 3D element in the logo as well. Down below, a very attractive, very aggressive looking bumper. And there are some active air dams as well, which open when the car is on the move. Now, notice here that the DRL merges in the shoulder line, which is quite prominent. The wheel size here is 21-inch, but depending on what variant you choose, you have the option of choosing from 18 to 21, and there are many options in the alloy wheels. Now, you have to notice this very prominent shoulder line which goes all the way to the tail lamp. The rear looks quite interesting with its almost wrapped around feel to the D-pillar. And the most interesting part of the rear are these OLED tail lamps. These are second generation digital LED tail lamps with 6 OLED panels. These light up to make various patterns and each panel has 60 individual elements that can light up with varying intensity, giving it a 3D effect. It can even communicate with others around. For example, when the hazard lights are switched on, the tail lamp makes the warning triangle sign, and I think it is quite fascinating. On the side, you will also notice these flaps. The charging point is available on either side of the car. On the driver's side, you have the AC and DC charging point, and on the passenger side, you just have the AC charging point. This makes accessing charging points easy without worrying about the best way to park near a charging station. Now you will also notice this black element down below. Of course, there's e-tron written here and it looks very nice, but what is also special about it, that the battery resides right behind this. On that note, let me tell you also all about the charging of this car. Audi Q6 Etron Quattro and SQ6 will get liquid-cooled 100 kWh lithium-ion battery pack, which will be assembled at Ingolstadt. This battery pack represents a significant advancement in technology, with Audi investing heavily in research and development to enhance its efficiency and performance. According to the company, the new cell chemistry enables a remarkable 30% increase in energy density compared to previous generations, promising extended range. What sets these models apart is not just the battery's capability, but also its seamless integration into the vehicle's crash structure and cooling system. It comes with predictive thermal management, which uses data from, say, usage or navigation to prep the battery for optimal charging. Battery supports with 260 kW of DC charging and will come with 11 kW charger. With the 270 kW DC fast charger, a 10-minute charge will give you 255 km range. Let me also tell you about its performance figures. Audi Q6 Etron gets two motors: the permanent magnet synchronous motor at the rear axle and asynchronous motor on the front axle. The combined power output of Q6 Etron is 387 HP, and for the S variant it is 516 HP. The S variant does 0 to 100 kph in 4.3 seconds. I got a chance to drive it at Audi Brand Experience Center in Munich, Germany, and it did leave me impressed. We will get you a detailed review when the car comes to India, but for now, suffice to say, Q6 is a product worth watching out for. Now let's go inside to check out all the latest tech in Q6 Etron. The first thing that you notice inside the Q6 Etron is this curved display. You have your big driver display here and then the infotainment system. You can customize the driver display according to your liking, and of course, as you change the modes, the driver display also changes. Depending on the mode, it gives preference to what information has to be given there. Now, on this infotainment screen, you can see it's quite big and very easy to access. But what I really like about this screen are these vignettes given on the side. With the driver-centric placement of the screen and vignettes in the line of sight, accessing the screen is easier. On that note, I must also tell you there is an augmented reality heads-up display that gives you a lot of information, all the street signs, all the navigation input, all of that you get here right in front of you on this augmented head-up display. The infotainment system is newly developed Android Automotive operating system, and UI UX is quite seamless and quick. It allows you to download third-party apps directly on the infotainment screen and supports OTA. You also get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Q6 gets Audi Assist, which recognizes over 800 commands and not just follows commands, but with machine learning can also make suggestions. For example, the best route to reach your destination. Do also notice the passenger screen here. This screen can be customized according to the passenger's preference and can play music or video or games, which is separate from what you get here on the driver display. However, I must tell you that this screen does not have their own individual headset connection. The interiors of Audi Q6 Etron look very premium, and the way it has been designed, it almost feels like it wraps around you. The material used is very good quality, but you also have a lot of options to choose in terms of upholstery. You can choose the seats. You have the option of normal seats, which is what these are. Then you have the option of sports and sports plus seats. You have the option of fabric, which is what is being used here, leather, leatherette, and many other options for the upholstery and the inserts to choose from. In fact, you can even customize the inlays according to your own liking. And I really appreciate the way this car has been designed, because everything is very easy to access. You can see there's a nice piano black material center console here. Then you have some space here to keep your knickknacks. However, what's different is, and what's something that we have started enjoying in EVs, is this open space here, which you don't get in this Q6 e-tron. This center console is properly dividing the two passenger and the driver area. But there is no dearth of space. Audi claims there is 25 liters of space in the cabin. Even the luggage area is quite spacious at 526 liters. You also get a 64-liter frunk under the hood. On the driver door, you have this small pad which gives you access to options like lights, your side view mirrors, your lock unlock button, and child lock and unlock. I think it's very nicely executed. I really like it. You have your steering mounted controls here, and they are touch sensitive, but they also have push button function, so that ways you can actually use them, and all the buttons have these individual lines, so while on the move they are easy to access. I love the execution of this. And do notice these paddle shifters. These paddle shifters have been given to manage region levels. There are 3 levels of region. One is obviously no region, then 1 level, and level 2 is the highest region that you can manage. There is also the option of using single pedal drive. For that you have to push the gear lever to B. Like all premium cars, Q6 e-tron also gets ambient light, but this ambient light also gives you information. For example, I put the indicator on and you can see it's also changing lights here. Then when the car is being charged, this strip shows you how much the car has charged, and that looks very, very interesting. The rear feels quite spacious too. The car has a wheelbase of about 2.9 meters, making sure that I get a good amount of leg room here. The knee room is good, foot space is nice, and I really appreciate the headroom. I have a nice wide headroom here. The window area is large enough, so the sense of space you get is also pretty good. Now I feel the car is wide enough to accommodate 3 people comfortably, and just because it's an EV, you get a completely flat floor, so the third passenger will have no transmission tunnel to obstruct his seating. Audi Q6 e-tron is definitely a very interesting product from Audi, and we will wait for it to come to India. However, what it also shows is what to expect from Audi products in the years to come.